Hey, it's about that time again. You know I gotta get fresh. It's about that time again. What up, Q1 Mega? Peace. Greg, what up, King? Peace. Tiana Wells. Tiana Tails. Peace, peace, goddess. Peace. Greg, peace, King. Peace. D Walker, cuz. Peace, Queen. Welcome, welcome. Y'all know it's that time again. At Lawanda, peace, peace. Welcome, Queen. Y'all know it's that time. Planet Wiz, Season 2, Episode 14, baby. Can y'all believe we already at Episode 14 here over at IG? 10 episodes over on Facebook. That's 24 episodes, man. I'm cranking it. Cranking out. Hey, vibe with your boy. Hey. Hey. I had to get the mood right because the God is coming on. You feel me? So, I'm going to light some sage here in a second. Cleanse the space. You know how we do it. Cleanse the energy, cleanse the space real quick. Ariana, peace, Queen. Welcome. Naturally Dope. Welcome, Queen. Peace. There she is. Tasha, welcome, goddess. Welcome, welcome. I'll request you, Tasha. You know, we'll go ahead and give it about 10 minutes, get a family a chance to get on here. I'm going to get it on, and then I'll bring you on. But look, I got the music going for you. I got the goddess here. I had to put some goddess music on. I'm going to cleanse the space for you. Got the chakras on there. I even got the chakra sage for you tonight. We cleansing all that. Yo, yo. Peace, Queen. Peace. Welcome, welcome. Q1, you back. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome. Come on back. Yes, yes. I got the chakra sage for y'all tonight. You know I got to have them unks on. Represent that light and dark. Tupac. Poetic Justice one time. For the ancestors. Spelled it wrong, babe. Yeah. Welcome, Rastafari and Monk. Peace, Queen. Peace, Goddess. I'm good. I'm vibing. Hey, you know. You know that Erykah Badu gonna always set the tone. Peace, peace. Welcome, welcome. Go ahead and share this, y'all. Hey, share this to your page. Share it to your cousin. Share it to your uncle. Share it to your aunt. Share it to your coworkers. Share it to people you don't even like. Because they need this enlightenment as well. You feel me? So they can get their pineal glands uncalcified. And then maybe y'all relationship would be a little better. A bit better. You feel me? Hey. Greetings, Royals. Peace, Goddess. Peace, Wifey. I see you, baby. Peace. I'm over here popping. Hey. Hey, we about to get this thing cracking. Y'all know how we do. Planet Wiz Season 2, Episode 14. Yes. Bring them in. Bring them on. Go ahead and text your friends. Tell them get here. Text your peoples. Tell them get here. Toya 28. Peace, Queen. Welcome. Welcome. It's only 9:03, so we got about 7 minutes before we get started. So we're going to get a family a chance to get here like we always do. Good day. What a day. Our mother's crystals. I'll pin that here shortly. D. Brooks, peace. Welcome. Oh, okay. That's your people there. Okay. Hey, goddess. Wine 9, Cleveland Diamond Dodge, peace, King, welcome. You know I got to get the music right for the goddess, you feel me? So, peace, Jazz the Median, welcome in the house, in the building. God's wrist in the house, peace, King, in the building, welcome. So look, I got the mood right for the goddess, you feel me? Got to do that. Tapped in and got some chakra bars, some chakra sage for the goddess. I'm gonna light that up so we can go ahead and cleanse the space for the goddess. Peace. We actually I got this at Sterling Separate. You can see I put the business, I tagged the business name where I got my sage at today. So check that out. They got everything you need as far as crystals, incense, get your smudge, get your chakras, get your Palo Santos. Pretty much anything you need, you can get it right there where I plug the business name at right down there. Thank you, Wiz. You on your job. Hey, King, you know how we do it, man. Hey, Peace, Sierra. Peace, Queen. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, yes. So look, we got 9:05. So we got about 5 minutes before we bring our guest speaker on for the night. Let your boy get a quick sip of water. Got my Palo Santos. Absolutely. You know you got to have that Palo Santos or that Sage somewhere. We got to cleanse the space, baby. Matter of fact, I'm about to do that after I take me a quick drink. Let your boy get a quick drink. I'm back. I promise you I ain't going to take too much time on the drink. But let's go ahead and cleanse the space real quick. You feel me? One time. We got a few minutes. Y'all can tell me something good while we're waiting to get started in the next 3 or 4 minutes. I know one thing I'm excited about. I know it's season 2, episode 14. You heard me? Guitar, peace, peace, peace. And the reason that's so exciting is because we started here on, we started first on Facebook for those that are new. We did 10 episodes on Facebook, right? Instant success. I mean, we had a lot of success. The family was supporting. The family was open. They were receptive. And you know what's so important about that, with it being the Aquarian age, and it's the information age, so people are more open to this type of stuff. If you think about it, about 3 or 4 years ago, some of this stuff we're talking about right now would have fell on blind ears. Even though your ears can't be blind, I know I kind of made that up, but still, deaf ears. But anyway, people wouldn't have been receptive to this information a few years ago. So now, with it being the Aquarian age and information age, we shine in that light, and the light is always gonna win. Remember that. I'm an Aquarius, by the way. So, but one thing I would encourage you guys to do. Let me see how much time we got if I can get this out. Oh yeah, we got 3 minutes. A lot of times when people talk spirituality, this is just a quick nugget. When people talk spirituality, they want to tell you it's all peaches and creams and berries and you're just dancing with roses, right? Light. Trust me, it is that. But at the same time, you got to learn how to. It's balanced. Everything is balanced. Everything in life is balanced when it comes to this vessel. So you got to learn how to embrace that dark side as well too. You feel me? You got to learn how to embrace that dark side, because once you can dance with the light and the dark, oh, you a bad mamma jamma. I promise you. You a bad mamma jamma. I'm an air sign as well. What sign are you, Luanda? What's your rising sign? What's your rising and what's your moon sign? Literally just says my card. Hey, great minds think alike. Just touched down. Trap Chef Witch in the building. Trap Chef Witch in the building. I see you, Queen. Gash or Gold. Peace. Welcome. Trap Chef Witch, she was traveling today, so she left from California. Just arrived in Arizona. I'm glad you made it safe, Goddess. I'm glad you made it safe. We're going to get started here in about 2 minutes. Let me get this space all the way cleansed for the Goddess, all the way. Laugh out loud, blind. You feel me, Toledo? I cleaned it up, though, baby. I cleaned it up. I'm quick on my toes. You remember when we used to do network marketing, when they used to talk about Jim Rohn, and he said the most successful people are problem solvers. I know you remember that, Toledo. Hey, I'm a problem solver, baby. DDJ, welcome, Queen. I appreciate your constant support. Welcome, welcome. She said, bring on the empath. They ready for you, Tasha. They ready for you. P. Milan, peace. Welcome, welcome. Rose, peace. I knew you remember that, Toledo. I knew you remember that. 3 angelic chicks, welcome, peace. Sunflower, welcome, peace. God's wrist, I see. Hey, God's wrist, man. Let me tell you something about you. I appreciate you, brother. You a bad man. I mean that physically and spiritually, you a bad man. Hey, Kyle, welcome, King. Welcome, peace, peace. You a bad man. You a bad man, God's wrist. Hey, we got to link up, and I got to get some Percy packs, man, because and obviously I want you to do my my necklace and all that stuff. We're going to link, but I need some Percy packs, bro. I got to get some so I can start sipping them on the show, get my mind right. You feel me? Everybody, go check out God's wrist, too. Go check it. Matter of fact, yeah, let me tag him real quick. Go check out the God for sure. He'll be on our Melanated Business show as well. And we got to get him back for it's the second episode. I want to do like 10 episodes with you guys over the year. Man, we creating history, man. We about to change the world, help the world heal, change the world. Y'all know how we do it. What time we got? I'm over here talking. It's 9:10. It's that time. It's that time. Yeah, let's get the people what they want. Let's get the people what they want. Let me get my mind right real quick. Get it up in the beard. Somebody just let out some shots in the back. Y'all hear that? Probably fireworks. Anyway, let's get cracking. All right, so I got 9:10, beautiful people. I see the families here. I appreciate you guys as always. Peace, 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 peace. Blessings, positive vibrations, all that good stuff. Aeon, Peace King, welcome. You're just in time. So I want to thank each and every one of you guys for constantly supporting the movement here with Planet Wiz. Obviously, this is season 2, episode 14. We did 10 on Facebook on the first season, 10 episodes. 24 episodes. We cranked them out in probably about a month and a half. So I'm gonna continue serving you guys. I'm gonna continue bringing guys, people on the show that's gonna continue to elevate the community. That's helping, bringing value to your life. That's important. Ask yourself that question too. Are you bringing value to the earth? You know, because we're here for a reason. Where everyone's here and has their purpose, and everyone here needs to do their part. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody has to do their part. So I feel like it's a beautiful platform to bring all you amazing creative individuals on the show, so you could do just be a piece of your journey to do a little bit of your part. So without further ado, I'm so excited. Let me bring the goddess on. Give me 1 second. So I met this young lady just a few weeks ago, honestly. I met her through a mutual friend that went to college with me. She told me she had a good friend that had was doing some great things out there in the community, and was looking for basically a platform like this, looking for like-minded people, like most people on this line, because we all on this live, we all understand how hard it is to connect with like-minded people. That could be a challenge. We all know that. So I'm so glad she got a chance to connect with me. Her name is Tasha. She's absolutely amazing, just a beautiful soul, heart of gold, and I know she loves to help people. We had a few different conversations over the phone since we met a couple weeks ago, and I'm so excited to bring her on. So give me 1 second as I bring our guest speaker on for the night. All right, Tosh, you should be with us probably in about less than 3 seconds.
Hey,
Peace, goddess. Peace, peace. How are you?
what's going on?
How are you?
Y'all see me?
I can see you. Can you hear me?
All right. I can hear you.
Okay. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm in my space.
You look good.
This is my meditation area. This is my space.
You look good.
Thank you. I'm fresh. I got fresh for y'all today. Hey.
Oh, okay. I see the drip. Hey, I see the drip. Now, don't think I'm look.
Hey.
I see the drip. See, you know, I got the side of my head to shave too, so I feel that. I can dig that. I could dig that. But anyway, first off, thank you so much for being here and just kind of sharing your story with the family, and obviously sharing your business as well. You know, this platform was
Right.
put together for us to be able to let our people know what we
Yes.
do, how we do, and how to get in contact with us, because that is sometimes that can be extremely hard, because a lot of us want to shop with each other, but we don't
Yes.
know where to go or where to find some of us, so we just settle and go to Walmart or we go to Rite Aid. And we need to stop
Right.
that. It's 2020. We got to support each other. I'm sure you agree.
Right. I agree. I agree. We
Absolutely,
right here. We right here.
100. And I know, and see, we're in alignment, and that's what I love about what we're doing here. Because typically, when you're out there in the work field or in the workforce, and you're around the average individual that's walking around, I mean, it's like talking to sheep, or it's like
Yeah.
they just have a completely different mindset, and we don't look down on those people, because I can definitely relate, because I was there at one point, so I can never
Of
clown them.
course.
You know, we
Always learning. Always learning.
big facts, big facts. So I don't even have to go on a tangent about that. But like I said, thank you for being here. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you sharing your amazing positive energy with us, and
Thank
we
you.
we absolutely. You want to say anything before we get started to the family?
Thank you. Thanks for everybody's support and just making me feel welcome because I'm not an out in front of the people person. I'm not shy, but I'm not an out in front of the people person. So this is new. It's stretching me today.
And that's what's up. You know what? And I told her when she told me that, I'm gonna let you know, family, because this is how I am. I said, look, okay, that's cool. Let's just have a conversation, and I want to help you stretch yourself because I know and I feel, because I feel your energy. I feel it all the time when we speak. I can feel it through right now, and I know you're gonna do some amazing things. I'm gonna be honest. This is just a stepping stone.
Right.
This is just practice for you. This is practice for you to perfect your craft, and I know you because I know you're gonna do some amazing things. So kudos for getting on here. Kudos.
I love it. Antisocial extrovert. I
Ah,
love it.
hey, that's a
Oh,
good.
I love it.
I never heard that. I like that. I like that. I like that. Let's go ahead and get rolling. So, uh, real quick, let's go ahead and start with the business portion. We can get that going. If
Okay.
you don't mind, just kind of share with the family. You know, what when you decided to get started with your business and what kind of drove you or what gave you that insight on saying this is what I want to pursue.
Okay. So, the business Goddess Creations, and she's in her shout outs to our mother's crystals. You'll see why in a minute. Um, but it came out of the quarantine actually. I was off for about a month because my day job, I'm an occupational therapist. So we were off for about a month because we was low. So I was bored and I had so much energy and I didn't have nowhere to put my energy and I was trying to figure out something to do. And I love crystals.
Okay.
So I love them. Like that's my thing. And I wanted to wear them. And I was like, okay, I seen people making them, and I was like, well, I don't necessarily like necessarily exactly the way they did it. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see if I can do it. So I was talking to our mother's crystals, and I was telling her, and I was showing her some of my crafts that I was doing, and she said, okay, she said, I'm gonna invest in you. And she
Mm,
sent me like 10, 15 crystals.
okay. Okay.
Um, and I started rapping and I went and I had some regular wire. Like I didn't know what I was doing yet. I didn't know get quality yet.
Right. Right.
So I started off and I was like, okay, well let me try this. And I started showing her and she was like, this is amazing. Like mind blown emojis off the wall. And I was like, really, you playing with me. Like you just being supportive because you my sis. Like but she was like, "No, you're really good at this." And I was like, "Okay, well, all right." So I started like wearing them and things like that, and I like took a chance and was like, "Okay, let me post this and see what people think." People went bananas.
Okay.
Family, friends, they went bananas. They was like, "You made that? You playing? Where you get that from?" And I was like, "No, I made it for real." So my first piece,
Oh
and
yeah. Let's
she'll
see that
remember
thing.
it.
Let's see that thing.
So hold on. So my first piece
Oh yeah. Oh
was
yeah.
Dalmatian Jasper.
That's beautiful.
And it's made out of just regular wire. And
That's beautiful though. I like that.
I was like, oh, okay. And I just got some beads from the store. And I was like, okay, well, let me try this out. That was my first one. So I was like, okay. I was like, I did it. I was like, okay, well, let's keep going and see where this goes. And I found out that I like people were like, hey, I like this crystal and this is what I need. And it just kept flourishing and kept flourishing. And I kept growing and stepping out and just trusting the process. And here I am. So now I've established my business. I'm registered with the state. We legit. LLC, I'm legit.
We in this piece.
And what I want to do is provide crystal medicine
Okay.
for the masses, really. Every piece comes directly from my intuition, from my heart. It has my energy. I send a lot of love into the pieces that I make. So I just want to send that crystal medicine and give people what they need so that they can continue to grow and I can help them in their process.
Awesome. Hey, that's an amazing story. And so our mother's the crystal. She said her creations are so different from anyone else creating right now. And
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna tell you something. One thing you just said about what you do, what goes into, your intentions and your preparation when you are in your creative mode and you're creating. That's amazing because I haven't heard a lot of people say that. Not saying that
Yeah.
that's not what they do, but I've never really just heard somebody express it like that. So I can already tell, and I already know that's some powerful work, and that's really gonna help those individuals that buy those pieces because you could just tell you put a lot of love in what you do.
Right. And it's meant for like whenever I make anything, I never have to do anything. I try to make it the best that I can because I want to put the best in somebody else because they may not have no value to put the best in them.
Okay. Okay. Well, tell me this: How can okay? For do you have any other? First off, do you have any other pieces you want to share with the family
Yes,
just for the
yes. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah, let's see. Let's make it do what it do now. Let's see this. We want to
All
see
right.
this
So this
amazing
is
creation.
amethyst. So this is amethyst.
That's my birthstone and my wife's.
Yep. So it's a richer, it's more, it's.
So you got some people on here saying Cash App your name because hey, I'm putting out what they're putting up.
Oh, I got y'all. Hold on. Hold on.
That's fire. That's beautiful.
And I had the like when I made my new series, I made a new collection recently, and I just wrote it out last Sunday.
Okay.
So I had one that was the Apache Tears, and it helps with like grief and anxiety, and to help you get over that hump
Okay.
when you're dealing with that deep stuff.
Okay.
So there it is.
Oh, that's fire. While you doing that, so Trap Chef Wish, the goddess that did our last show, her real name is Amethyst. So when she saw that amethyst piece you just
Shut
put
the
up,
front door.
that's her real name. And that's my wife's and I birthstone. We're both Aquarius. I'm February 14th and she's the 4th. So she was the
Oh,
one that said
Valentine's Day,
she
love.
said Cash App name. Yeah, I'm a love baby. Yeah, I'm February 14th. That's my birthday. I even have a birthmark. It's crazy. I have a birthmark that's shaped like a heart. And when I first met my
Oh,
wife,
that's funny.
it looks kind of like a hickey. So when I first met her, she thought I
She was
was
like, "What's
lying.
that?"
She thought I was lying for like a week, for like a whole week. She thought
She
I was
said, "What's
lying.
that? You playing?"
But anyway, go ahead. I don't want to steal any of your thunder. Go ahead. What's the next piece?
All right, and this one is Aventurine and Bloodstone,
Mm, that's
and
fire.
it's on like an Acheron chain. So,
How long have you been designing? How long have you been creating? I should say.
if you want for real,
Yeah. How long
six
have you?
months, y'all. Six
6 months.
months. 6 months.
Oh yeah. You're gonna be a problem. You're gonna be an issue. You already an issue.
Yep. So 6 months.
6 months. Hmm. So what
Yep.
what uh, what made you decide to take that leap of faith? Well, obviously I know the young our mother's crystals was obviously big into just pouring into you and believing in you, which is
Right.
amazing. That's that you
Right.
very and that we need more of that in our community.
Yes.
We need more
Yes.
of that because sometimes people just need help and like they have the strategic plan, they have everything they need, but sometimes finances can be, and when we're dealing in this matrix, sometimes finances can be a challenge for you to help you get your stuff off. So that's amazing that you had somebody do that for you. And like I said, we need more of that. But what made you decide to say I'm gonna step out on the faith and start my own business?
Well, I've always wanted like my own
Okay,
something that I could say, "Hey, it's mine."
okay,
But I'm always like real. I step back and I think too much.
okay,
So this time I was like, I was going through my process and really starting my spiritual journey
okay,
during that time.
okay,
So I was growing and I was changing and I was coming into myself and just really figuring out who I was, my self love, my journey. And I just took the risk. I was like, okay, I'm gonna jump. I'm I'm just gonna jump. So first I got on Instagram and I was like, okay, I'm gonna move over here so I can have two accounts. I was like, okay, let's and our mother's Crystal, she always calls me the goddess. She was like, you a crystal goddess. She said, that's your thing. And I
100,
was like, crystal goddess. So crystal underscore goddess creations. That's where it was birthed from.
no doubt.
But I was just like, okay, let me try it. So I put a few on there and I just put up like one here and one there and see if anybody big.
Okay,
And then I started with my family. And like in about I guess a month and a half, I had made like a little side couple $100. And I was like, okay, okay, well, that's all right. Well,
Right.
that's extra, you know. We put it to the side. Little man got a 5-year-old. Come on, we put that to the side. We always need that. But I said, okay, let me try to expand it some more. So I told my sister-in-law, I said, she's the business guru. And she said, I said, okay, what do I do to get my business started? I said, how do I get registered? She
Right.
said, oh, well, just it's this much, and she says like $40, and you do this, and you tell me your name, and we get you all signed up. And I said, okay. So I
Boom.
sent it to her, and she got me all signed up. And here we are. I was like, okay. And then me and Cindy, we connected, and she told me about you, and I was like, oh, I was like, okay. I was like, the vibes was good, and it was rolling, and the rest is history. Now here we are.
Here we are. And you know what? I love that. I love that because that's so genuine. Because just the universe agrees with a made up mind. I'm sure you would
Yeah.
agree with that. The universe agrees with a made up mind. So when you took that leap of faith and said boom and took action, and then with your intent behind it that you have, it was inevitable. It was gonna happen one way or the other because you took action, and you're I already know you have amazing pure intentions. So it was bound to happen, and I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
You got anything else you want to share about the biz before we transition a little bit?
Um, Now just go follow me.
Put
At,
your name down there real quick so I can pin it real quick.
okay.
Just tag your IG on there, and then obviously it'll for everybody else while she's doing that. Obviously, I'll have her name tagged on the live as well on the caption part. And this show is being recorded. It'll be on my IG TV, and then it'll also be on YouTube as well. So I'll make sure, Tasha, I get you the YouTube uh, links as well, so you can share those for your own personal, whatever you want to share it for. So yeah, while you put that in, hey, R's mother Crystal said manifesting her best life. Absolutely. I like
Yeah,
her. I like her.
she's amazing. She's amazing.
I love her.
That's my
Hey,
star sister.
that's your what?
My star sister.
Oh,
We
okay.
star seed.
Hey, absolutely, for sure, no doubt. We might have to get her on here too. We'll talk. We'll see what's going on. We'll see. So, did you tag your name on there? Let me see. Yep, I'm gonna pin you real quick. Boom. All right. So
There
everybody,
we go.
check out. I'm gonna leave her business name, her IG business page up there for a while
Yep.
as we converse for a little bit longer. So make sure you go follow her, and obviously you can reach out to her, and she'll be able to talk to you about anything, questions about her creations and how you can get them and all that good stuff. So, and then if you want, after a while, I'll let you drop your cash app because you had a couple people telling you to put your cash app up there. So, if they tell you
Right.
to do it, we're gonna make it do what it do.
Right. I was
So
like, because I don't know about heart, y'all got to give me a
that's
second
all right.
because I don't know about heart.
And if you don't, no big thing. You can obviously those individuals. If she doesn't get her cash up there, just DM her, and then you guys can connect that way. Sound good?
Yes, definitely. Definitely DM me. I answer all of them. And
All
whether
right.
I'm at the 9 to 5 or whatever, I answer you.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. So transitioning a little bit. So let's get on the more
All right.
spiritual side. Let's switch transition to the spiritual side. So obviously, when we spoke, when we first connected on the phone, it was funny. You said you can read my energy. You said I'm a high energy individual, which is true. The crazy thing is I can be extremely laid back too, but I'm definitely go ahead and get that say before we get that spirit out, get that sage together. I'm gonna do it with you. But um, you told me that you could feel my energy, and obviously from our conversations on the phone, you told me that you can actually feel energy and that you're an
Mm-hmm.
empath. You're an empath. So if you could kind of share with the family a little bit about your gifts, your talents, and we'll go from there. I'll ask you a couple more questions off of that.
Okay, so I guess I'll start. I'm, I guess I'm a newly. I guess I've finally put a title on it. I've never, dabbed into like, hey, this is what I am.
Yeah,
Um,
I feel that.
but but somebody was like, "Hey, you know, that's what that is," and I was like, "Oh, okay." But I never had like the title. I was never like, I never went out and been like, "Oh, I'm an empath. That's what I am." That's, you know. But I've always been able to feel other people's energy,
Okay.
feel like their, you know, their vibes, like if they have good vibes or bad vibes and things like that. Now, I ain't always listen to it,
Of course.
so you know, we have our times, you know, when we, you know, less enlightened, but um, but I've always been able to kind of feel those vibes. I've always felt spirit. It's almost like a hand touching when spirit's in the room. Like I can almost feel like that touch. It's always there when spirit comes in. Um, my toes tingle a little bit. I get that touch on my back, like there's a spot on my back, and I know when spirit's in the room. Um, but I guess as a child, I guess about maybe 9 or 10 years old, somewhere around that time was when I kind of knew, like, hey, I can feel, you know, something else is here. It's not just us. I had some experiences where when I went into people's houses, I could feel like, hey, y'all got somebody else in here.
Yeah.
You know, it's off in here. It's something
Yeah.
else in here.
Yeah.
Um, and I talked to my grandmother about it, and she was like, "Oh, you was born with a veil over your eyes," and I was like, "What's that mean?" And she was like, "You got the gift of sight." She said, I got it, you got it." She said it must have skipped generations because your mama and them don't get it. You got it though.
Mhm.
So my grandmother has it as well. But we don't converse like that anymore. But she has it as well. And
Mhm.
like I can walk in and be like, "Oh yeah, it's something in her."
Mhm.
But I never really was like seeked it out or anything like that. Um, just to see, you know, what else, what other options I had, like what other caveats or how I can hone my skills and things like that. That's something that I recently started diving into and reading about and really getting an understanding of.
Mhm.
Um, but I know younger, I'll tell y'all this story. It's always kind of funny to me. So I was about uh so when I was born, I was premature. So I was only 2 pounds when I was born, y'all.
Okay.
And so I was sick a lot and in and out of the hospital. So I was home more than I was at school. So it was one morning that I had woke up, and my mom is a nurse. She's not now, but she was.
Okay.
And she worked a weird shift, and I thought she was home because I kept on hearing somebody say, "Tasha, Tasha," and I was like, "What, Mama?" You know, I'm walking all the way through the house looking for somebody who was calling my name, and I couldn't find nobody. And I looked in and I said, "Well, Mama ain't here, so who's calling me?" My daddy asleep, knocked out, dead to the world. Like he ain't heard me move or nothing. So I go downstairs, I go upstairs. I'm in the basement. I come back up, and I go through our hallway. So we got a hallway that leads to the bedrooms, and I get to where the hallway meets the kitchen,
Mhm.
and I turn around, and there's a woman standing there with a blue dress on. I
Wow.
go to scream, and nothing comes out my mouth.
So you can see her
And
like you can see her like a
I can
person or like a
physically see
silhouette.
her. I can see a silhouette, and I can see like her features.
Okay. Okay.
And I knew she had on like a blue dress, and I was like, she was standing at our back door, and I was like, and I'm about 9 years old, and I'm like trying to scream, no sound came out my mouth,
Mhm.
none.
Mhm.
And I'm just standing there, and I'm looking at her, and I'm looking at her, and we just staring at each other, because I didn't know what to do. So she looking at me, I'm looking at her. um, and I blinked or something, and she was gone, and my voice came back.
Mm.
And I went to go tell my daddy. I woke him up. I said, "Daddy, I saw somebody in the house." And he was like, "Girl, go back to sleep. What's wrong with you? I ain't heard nobody. Ain't nobody heard. Ain't nobody heard but me and you."
Right.
Freaked me out. I was so freaked out. But I talked to my grandmother about it, and I said, "She had on a light blue dress, grandmother. What does that mean? What does that mean?" She said, "That's your angel, because I was going through. I was sick at that time.
Okay.
I had leukemia as a child.
Okay.
So I was dealing with some sickness and things like that. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with, but I was staying sick all the time. My blood counts was all out of whack and all that, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And it was preparing me for my journey to be healed through that. So I saw her as a guardian angel type thing, is what I found out later on. She was to watch over me as I went through to my healing.
Okay.
I had an experimental procedure or medication, and I didn't have to have chemo and all that stuff.
Okay.
But I came out healed, and I've been healed for a long time. I'm 30. I'll be 36 this year, and I was 9 then. I went into remission that same year, and here I am. So
I'm gonna give you a round. Hey, I'm gonna clap to that.
Thankful. So
I'm gonna clap to that.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Nice.
That was like the beginning of me really knowing that I could see spirit. Now, it didn't make me less afraid of it. I'm nervous about it. But it let me know that I could see spirit, and that spirit wanted to communicate with me.
So, my man Cleveland, Diamond Dallas. I mean Cleveland. I say Diamond Dallas. That's actually a wrestler. My man Cleveland Diamond Dodds. He actually did an episode on here. Actually, he's been on a couple episodes, and he says, "I feel a power surge right now. Anyone else feel that? I feel it.
Yeah,
I definitely feel it. I feel it, Cleveland 100. We'll see what the family says, but I definitely feel it. So let me ask you this: moving forward, when you first, obviously, so that was your first encounter at 9 years old.
Right.
So after you had that encounter, how often did it happen? Like, did you have these type of visions? Was it quite often, or was it like every blue moon?
I did a lot of dreaming. That's the way spirit connected with me as a child, was dreams.
Okay.
I dreamt a lot of dreaming. So I would see stuff. I had a lot of deja vu, and I still do, where I would see a glimpse of something that was going to happen, and then it would, and then I would be like, sometimes I would forget about it, and then when it came up, I recognized it. And sometimes I could tell you verbatim what happened. So, excuse me, y'all. Let me get a drink.
Oh, go ahead. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take one with you. You feel me? Hey, salute.
Yes. Oh, I love Mickey Mouse, y'all. So.
Give me a cheers. There you go. All right, back to you. The floor is yours.
I lost my train of thought.
I was just asking you, how did it happen quite often after your first experience when you were 9, or if it happened like every blue moon?
It was kind of like sporadic. It was a lot at the beginning, and then it was here and there.
Okay.
As I got older, just here and there. Like, I still had a lot of deja vu, but just kind of here and there.
Okay.
But a lot as I went through my healing and things like that, and in and out of the hospitals and things like that. I had a little girl that stayed with me all the time. And I would like open my eyes and she would be there. Like, I'd be asleep, I open my eyes and she'd be like under the cover, like, hey, how you doing? Like, or either she'd be standing. That freaked me out as a kid. I just used to like close my eyes and just breathe, like, go away, because I was a kid. But I realize now that they were there to help me keep moving forward and not be scared of all the stuff that I was going through.
Right. That sounds like a scene out of a movie. And what's crazy is they tell the truth in movies, and it goes over people's heads.
It does.
They tell a lot of truth in movies, man. You can see, like, just like this pandemic that's going on right now. They had a series in 2000. If you really look at it, they had a series in 2018 that's on Netflix right now. I'll get you guys the name of it. 2018. On the show, you can go to Netflix right now, look at it, and they're talking about the coronavirus. How crazy is that? In 2018. So, anyway, but like I said, they tell the truth in movies. uh, definitely pay attention. And back to what we were saying. So you said, so let me ask you this. So as that started happening, were you before you actually? So when that happened for you, did you ask your grandma like right up front what's going on, or did you kind of connect with her after you had a few different visions?
Well, when I had the first one, because me and my grandmother were a lot closer then, um, because I used to go to church with my grandmother all the time because I grew up apostolic, so
Okay.
Pentecostal,
Okay.
in the Pentecostal church, very rooted and grounded in religion and things like that, and
Most of us are.
so um, and my granny is a devout,
Oh, I know. You know how I
she
go.
she she's for real. Um, but she was like, you ain't got to be afraid of none of that. You just ask them what in the name of Jesus do they want, and they'll tell you. And I was like, okay. So I kind of took that with me, and that kind of comforted me.
Hmm.
But I didn't want to ask because I didn't necessarily want to know because I was still scared. I had a lot of fear related to it. Like I didn't go in the basement for by myself without all the lights on for like some years. Like so I had a lot of fear that
Hmm.
ensued after that because I was nervous about it.
Okay.
Um, so after I kind of got over the fear over the years, as I got into like my elementary school years and things like that, I kind of got over that that initial fear um, of being afraid of spirit. Because I was like, well, what if they say something? What am I going to do with that? Like, what do I do when they say something? And so I've not heard them while I was awake say anything
Okay.
as of yet. So we'll see.
I'm sure. Hey, I'm sure it'll come. I know. My wife feels energy as well too. So I know it will come. And typically, from what I've heard, it's typically more telepathic speaking than actually like opening their mouths.
Yeah.
So get ready, strap that seatbelt on. But
No. No.
I, so let me ask you this. So with that being said, what would you say to? And I'm so glad you came on the show because I think a lot of people maybe have these type of abilities and just don't know exactly like what to do or who to go to or don't they
Right.
think they may think they're going crazy, whatever the case may be. But I think it was important to have someone like you on the show because I feel like this could help shine light. Like I told you when we met, this can help shine light onto someone that could possibly help them and
Right.
help them on their assist them on their journey.
Mm.
What would you say to someone that um, that's dealing, like for instance, they're seeing visions and having visions for the first time, and they have no clue what to do? What would you say to that individual?
The main thing is to really accept your gift. Until you accept it, you're not gonna understand none of it. Um, until you like say, okay, I accept, and you open yourself up to your gift, then your gift can't grow. It'll just stay stagnant. It'll just sit there, and you'll have a lot of thoughts and things that'll come to you, and it can drive you nuts if you let it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but a lot of meditation, a lot of focus, um, pray, talk to God, talk to the universe, um, and really read, read. Please read. Um, we don't do enough reading and researching about what's going on with us. Um, so we can get an understanding of things that are not the usual that we hear in our community anyway. Um, don't be afraid of it. And it helps you to just cultivate everything that you have. Um, and just know that energy is powerful and that you don't have to let it overtake you. Because if you let it, energy will control you, but you don't have to let energy control you. You can control energy. because energy is all around you.
That's powerful.
And so you can control energy. Energy's all around you. It's always there. But you set the boundaries for what you take in and what you give out.
Mm,
You can't just let it run you.
that's powerful. That's nuggets right there. That is powerful, powerful information. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So I had a young lady on here. She asked if you are beginning to feel that you have this gift. How would you cultivate it?
Um, the main thing is to, I would say, especially here, right here, because all this knowledge that's right here, there's been other individuals that have cultivated their gifts. See if they can mentor you. Find somebody else. Find um a support group. Find that whenever you read the books and things like that, as you do your research, they have support groups and other people that are like myself and like yourself, and you can learn from those people. They know, they've had experiences that you may not have had, and they can tell you where they've already been so you don't make the mistakes that they made.
Absolutely.
Because it's all a learning experience. So you have
Absolutely.
to find somebody that knows so that you can know. And then read for yourself, because everybody's gift is not the same. What may be for somebody else may not be for you.
100.
So you have to use your intuition, like trust in your gut, like trust in what you believe is true. Like, because that's what it is. Like, that's your truth. So when you trust that, and when you learn to trust your intuition, then all those things will flow. They'll just keep flowing. And you have got to meditate. My sister, you have got to meditate, because that gets you focused and one-on-one with
Mm-hmm.
spirit.
Mm-hmm. Powerful. That's a powerful answer too. Powerful, powerful answer.
Oh, and make sure that you have self-love, because until you love yourself, you can't grow in your gift.
100. 100. And just to veggie back off of that, we have you mentioned that sometimes that's why another reason why I created this platform was for like-minded individuals to come together, um, for us to learn who we are, to learn thyself, to help assist us on our journey to learn thyself, and for us to surround ourselves with individuals that are vibrating high, and that, like, for instance, your journey is not my journey. I can't compare my journey to
Right.
your journey, vice versa. We can't compare our journeys, but at the same time, we can all learn from each other. So building this
Yes.
community in this platform, for instance, I didn't know you. I met you through a connection through Cindy. Now we
Right.
have a connection. I can
Right.
learn from you. You can learn from me, vice versa.
Definitely.
And my wife can learn from you. You can learn from my wife. And that's why this platform was
Exactly.
put together, because everybody that's sharing their amazing energy on this platform, that's actually speaking, we can all learn from each other. Everybody that's sharing their amazing energy, that's watching on a consistent basis, they're learning. I'm learning from them because they're typing stuff in. So it's an even energy exchange, and those are the type of people you want to be around, where you're
Right.
pouring to them, but they're also pouring back into you. You
Right.
feel
But you don't
you,
want it to be one-sided, because it'll empty you.
it'll
Because people
drain
can
you.
drain you. And be careful who you're around, because they will drain your energy. You have to, like, changing the people around you is real.
Yes, it
Because if
is.
you can't change the people around you, you really have to change the people around you. That's a true statement.
100. That's real. That's real. That's a real true statement. So, um, next question. So, obviously, you feel energy.
Yes.
Can you share with the people what that? Because I know it's some people that really are like, how does she feel energy? Like, what is that about? And that's okay. That's why we're here. And that's why I felt it was so important for you to be on the live, be here with us. Thank you again for that. Gratitude.
No, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. You're welcome. You're so welcome. What does it feel like when you feel like, if you're in a room and you're feeling different people's energies? Like, can you share with the family how that feels? I know that it may be hard to express that, but maybe not.
Well, I don't always feel it. Because I wear crystals. You'll see me have on my crystals all the time. So I have on my bracelets or whatever. So I don't always feel everybody's. Excuse me.
Go ahead and get you a
Excuse
sip
me,
of
guys.
water. Get you a sip of water. Every time you take a sip, I'm gonna take a sip. We out here. I'm with
Right.
you. I'm
Gotta
with you.
stay hydrated. um, so I don't always feel everybody's energy. Like, um, I wear black tourmaline a lot. You'll see me have on my hematite and my obsidian because those are protection stones. Because sometimes I don't always want to feel all the energy because I have to work.
Yes.
um, somebody asked what crystals do I wear? Every morning I get up, I have my altar, and it has all my bracelets. It has all my necklaces. It has my crystals there. So, and I have crystals everywhere in my house. So, whatever one calls to me that day is the ones that I put on. But I always put on my black tourmaline, or I have on my um, my blue quartz, because those my smoky quartz, those are the ones that help me. My blue kyanite, all those help me throughout my day. Those are
Absolutely.
the ones that resonate me. I
Hmm.
draw towards amethyst and smoky quartz, and I'll show y'all because I'm in my space.
Oh
Hold
yeah.
on, y'all.
Let's see.
Hold on. So I'm in my space, and I always have
Oh
my
yeah.
crystals. So my main ones, you'll see my amethyst, and my skull for my ancestors is made out of amethyst, and my smoky, and I have selenite to charge those. But I always have them with me, or I wear them so that I don't have to feel that energy all the time.
Okay.
But sometimes it can be overwhelming if I'm going through my day because I work with um, people all day long because I'm an occupational therapist assistant. So I work with patients all day.
Okay.
And sometimes I'll feel their energy, and sometimes, um, I'll need to say things to them, and I know when I need to say those things, and I know when I just need to listen, or when they need comfort, like, because I can feel that.
Hmm.
Um, but I will open myself to that, like it'll be almost like a tingle, like an intuition that says, okay, it's time for you to say something.
Okay.
But most of the time, um, when there's a lot of energy in the room, I tend to get cold. I'm usually really, really cold. Um, and when it's high energy, I get hot. So it varies sometimes. Because I'm a pretty even person.
Okay.
So um, when energy comes, and like even some of my people that I work with, they on her. They'll tell you, I'll come to you and be like, "What's wrong with you? Because your energy's off. What's wrong?"
Right.
Um, because I'm like a mama bear, so I'll come to you and be like, "What's wrong with you? What's going on?" Because something's off. Um, and I read people's expressions and their body language because that changes. I'm very observant.
Hmm.
And you have to be when you're dealing with energy. Like you have to observe when that energy is not good for you.
Absolutely. You got to stay tapped in.
Yes, Queen Bee.
We need to talk one on one. So it's fun. It's and speaking of Queen Bee, speaking of the wifey, it's funny you say that because we're so connected. We can feel each other's energies, like when it goes up, when it goes down. So like I could be in one room and she could be in the other room, and I can feel it like right in my chest. Like hold on. So I go back there, or vice versa.
Right,
She'll do the same thing. We could be at totally different parts out. It's even so connected. Sometimes I can be at work or away from the house, and she'll call me
yeah,
like, "What's going on?" Like so.
yeah.
I definitely understand what you're saying about that. So someone down here said it can be too much for me at sometimes. So that can kind of transition into my next question.
Mhm.
What would you encourage? So for someone that says something like that, what would you encourage somebody to do if, like, how to gauge that? Like if they're dealing with a lot of energy and it's draining them, because we
um,
know that can drain you. What would you encourage them to do to be able to control that or gauge that?
there's a technique, and it's like a shielding visualization. So what you do is you um, visualize like a white shield that surrounds you. It surrounds a little bit higher than where you are. You just stop for a minute. You excuse yourself to the bathroom, whatever you need to do. Just get by yourself for a minute and just stop, breathe. You just have to breathe for a second and just visualize. Um, and it can be whatever color you want to. Like you don't have to be white, but I visualize a white light because it represents love and light to me. Um, and it helps me to focus. So white or pink is usually what I visualize because those are comforting colors to me. Pink means love to me. White means like a peace. So you focus, breathe, and just visualize almost like a shield that protects your whole body, your mind, and it's a little bit higher than you. And you just sit and you breathe for just a second and take your time, and that will calm down a lot of the chatter and the overwhelming feeling. Um, and that's something that works for me. You just
I
have
just
to
tried
kind
it.
of stop the chatter.
I
Yeah,
just
you just
tried it.
have to stop at chatter for a minute. Um, but the crystals help quite a bit for me. That's what works for me. I wear the crystals so that I don't have to hear or feel all the chatter all the time because it can definitely be overwhelming when you feel like it's hard for me to see people cry and like have that deep emotion. Like I have to like step out because that's overwhelming for me to like see somebody cry. It makes me cry.
Hmm.
Like I was like, ooh, I can't stand to see babies like that downright I'm upset type cry or somebody to lose someone and they just be crying. I can't. I need to step away for a second. So
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So let me ask you this. So I'm sure you've been on the show before, so you know how IG is. They only give you an hour
hmm
on the live. So we got about probably 3 minutes, four tops. But I wanted to catch you before we got there, so we didn't run into anything and get cut off. Do you want to come back for a part two?
sure.
All right, perfect. So here's what we're gonna do, family. We got 9:57, so they're gonna boot me off here on IG. The IG only gives you an hour for the live, and then they give you a 2 minute countdown, and then they kick you off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump off for a brief minute and a half, 2 minutes tops. That'll give me that'll give me time to save this episode because I think it's extremely important that we save it so people can go back, look at it, reference, go back, take notes, take copious notes, all that good stuff, and then we'll come right back. So give me about a minute and 30 seconds, 2 minutes tops. Make sure you come back because we're not done with the goddess. We're gonna ask her a couple more questions, hear a little bit more
All
about.
right.
There it is right now, saying 2 minutes. We're gonna hear a little more about the goddess and learn a little more. So that's the end of season 2. Episode 14, part 1. We'll be right back for part 2 in about 2 minutes. See you in a second. Peace.
See you in a minute.
Peace.